you believe in heaven or hell? The legend of Bell. You either dead or in jail. Checking for mail. Making the spread. A bed in a cold cell. In your household, when you the head of the tail. A man wedding fails when he marries a Jezebel. When you're under the word of God or under the reverend spells. No job asked the gods what that 7 entail. They taught me beware the one who's weak, wicked, and pale. I look towards the stars, but all I see is chemtrails. I look towards the yards, all I see was windmills. Then I see nuclear bombs, human skin pills. The scientists harm with animal stem cells. Mary wore the veil, Jesus with the grail. Double cross to Caesar, hands and feet with nails. Islamic Gnostic Sophia, my aunt held the scales. They got plenty overseers from Princeton, Harvard, and Yale. Daughter of Babylon the Great, held to obey our faith. Archons, dark storms. Enoch Metatron shows his face. Killah priest between the ivory gates.
The great Archon, known as Abraxas, was the unbegotten father in the demiurge, who had the highest emanation of light in the universe and produced ions descended from his being, resulting in multiple heavenly realms and angelic powers.
Abraxas, I'm in my blackness. This is not for superstition, religion or Christians or Catholic, blasphemous, Baphomets. Josephus secrets on black Jesus or old Egypt. Sophia or non-ether practice. The 5 creatures that sit in the seat of ascended masters. The high ascension classes, planets, dimensions, and gases. Above the land or under sand. Stand the son of man, explain the difference of grass with lakes, snowflakes, fishes that splashes on this place that rotates like in the center of 2 opposite magnets. Approximately 196 million in some masses. Summer, autumn, spring, winter, she flashes. To this leads back over the pastures, and the birds and the bees are back in the action. The flower, the trees are the attraction. Someone said, let the dead bury the dead, and death eat his own ashes.
Abraxas, which is the monad, gives birth to the mind moon, which is the duad or dyad, along with Sophia, the female principle of unrest. This dyad produces the Logos, which is Christ. The world, as well as 365 heavens, was curated in honor of Abraxas, and that Christ was sent not by the maker of the world, but by Abraxas, his true father. In my hidden message, never twist my lessons. My pen's a dyke, I call it misdirection, and I'm the author, call me mystery. Magic forest, I am poetry. Found in my roots that go down underground through flows and found a way to renew my sound. And why use the fountain of youth when you're the falcon? Hey Root, I acknowledge my album's the truth. It's street, but I balance the two. Deep thinker, like an Inca from a palace in Peru. Strong words like a storm heard, mountains tremble too. From the age of 3, the time I spoke, I taught myself how to read from the rhymes I wrote. So many books from the time it took. The unmovable crown placed on my head, people call the shining ones, but the chief of Blackfoot or Creek, the gully Geechee that greets the sisters and brothers from East Flatbush. That's grandmother's land. I am a son of man, the clan at Summer Jam. Knowledge, wisdom, understand. Oh, y'all didn't know? I've been retired from rap since 2013. I left you earthlings. I know this verse rings, it hurts like it stings. It's a giant universe, you must research things. See, after my double, I took a couple, but this is how I sound in my retirement, so y'all in trouble. These are social security bars, sincerely from God. If not nearly, y'all hear me through Todd. Wave, do what it takes to free the mental enslaved. Attack or more gentle way, bend the page. My name is Kunta Kinte, cannot deny me, untie me. Bribery, they tried to hide me, till I said I just wisely unravel my phrase. It's like unscrambling an egg. Separate the yolk and put it back in the gel, then place it in the center, watch it float. Reattach the parts that broke, then close the shell. Write the date back on it and put it in the fridge where it's cold and frail. Oh, I flow as well. Flow as well, 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 flow as well.
Tonight at 11, police are looking for two men considered armed and dangerous.
Just in case you thought the first was a fluke, I converted my verse and it burst into nukes while immersed in the booth. My work is the proof, refute and try reversing the truth. But they can't dispute whatever purpose produced. The verdict computes beyond comprehension. Ain't no honorable mentions and strong intentions. Each sentence in this song will take you through God's dimension. Awaken upon ascension. Every bar is an unflawed invention. So let's stop pretending like we not the mind blown, flown, captivated, masterclass elaborating. And that's a fact, no need exaggerating. It's fascinating how we splash a rapid craft of painting greatness from Abraxas to the path of ancients. My aspirations are vast and surpass the masons with knowledge of master races. The matrix evacuations in places across the galaxy. Tragedy, dark matter and gravity savagely ravage your staff for the blasphemy. Don't ever actually question this. For pessimists, my excellence exceeded the reaches of any precipice known to man. The precedent set by my written testaments overstands the requisite needed to be the best in this. My flow began with interwoven strands of eloquence and threaded with some venomous elements from his eminence. My genesis was generous, they hoping for no end to this. It be the heaven sent God-minded intelligence. You fools irrelevant.
The mic is broken when spoken by two veterans, allies with woo elements. The skeleton rides on a horse, no food pestilence. And his sickle bone show to his claw, no cure for medicine. During the devilishment, the beasts in the east come to a settlement, and I'll be out the window of the Sheraton. The heretic, eyes on the president, documents with evidence. RZA got the rocket ship binoculars watching us. Wait. Planet of the Apes, hidden cameras, hit with hammers, bandanas on their face. They trick with answers, slick as panthers, stand up like a snake. Cancer in the lake, AIDS in the sun rays, out of hands to the state. Witch trials on Black Monday, the Sabbath of Abraxas. Open up the nun's grave, doorsteps of the Catholics. The whore dressed in plastic, the fetish, statues headless, Zeus and Atlas, Hercules and Mercury. Circle me and vertically, hold their palms out. I use them as stairs to the spheres. Up a spiral of idols, my ideas chandeliers. Took me from the navel, 700 angels placed me in the cradle. Predicted by Nostradamus and Plato. I shine through gross darkness with halos. Explosive comets and volcanoes. The open conscious is the rainbow. The man that works with carpet and the garment spoke by Gabriel. Every bar could be fatal, and every god could be a fable. In 97 you used to charge a label. We took rap far and it's just a prelude. You used to be at bars with the Grey Goose, now it's just jars of basil. The cheese spread it on a large bagel. Jesus died after the year of the trade deuce. 34th, my pen station. My train of thought penetrating underground. When I talk, here come the clown. I'm the source.
If you have any information on their whereabouts tonight, you are urged to call Crime Stoppers. That number is always 1-888-CRIME-SC.
The stoic silence of the oldest island begin to thaw, replaced by a growing comfort from endless wars. A sense of openness from the hopelessness of night terrors and war-torn. A culture hit on the tree whose roots go down to hell. The vulture sits, its fruits are strange. Comfort is the enemy of change. That's Buddha slain. Ostentatious displays of masculinity, master identity, clashes in chemistry. Asked the ministry. They found ossuaries where Yasha was buried. Yale and Oxford is wealthy. That's where it's held in box with the Steelies. Sensation-seeking journalists, selfish collectors, thieves and lit professors. Search for leads to hidden treasures. Forbidden fruit that Adam and Eve bitten together. Seductive promise, corrupt the conscious, curse of the monstrous. A bomb nuclear launches. Dinosaurs extinct, who instruct the comets. Destructive regardless. Buddha's twisted bamboo. The Messiah touching carpet. Unspoken tension permeated the air. The sun show us vision, made perfectly clear. The whole solar system, from days, months to years, casting that over our tranquil existence, joy and tears. The town's whispers grew louder, weaving tales of a particular king of power, deceived as well. Conversation in hushed tones spoke of a clandestine underworld. King Tut's bones, the son of hell. Gray smoke filled the air, creating a nostalgic atmosphere. Contentment, religious. In the quietude of recent years, a mysterious veil descended from the night upon the living. The sun dipped below the horizon. The streets took on a different shape altogether. monopolizing luxury cars, sleek and expensive, stealthily roll through the winters. Criminal business with their wives and the fitness. Some took bribes, leads to a sentence. Some survived, codependent, now they co-defendants. Exposed to witness through hopes and contradictions. Cellmates, ex-cons in prisons. Killers with long convictions. Addicts with strong addictions. Badges, they draw depictions. Priest and mystic, listen. My book fell apart when I touched it. Its pages turned back to a papyrus, then went back to a tree, to a seed of a mustard.
A name that in their tongue meant something like, "We rebel." A hybrid prince with too much sky in his veins. What if Nimrod's power wasn't just ambition alone, but the last spark of off-world, Watcher DNA, an Anunnaki inheritance still flickering in human history?
Now Nimrod, call him God. Knives sitting out of the vineyard. My mind and my pen's charged. I'm compared to a bear because I've been large.
Knowledge my travels, 196, 940, million miles of raw styles for you Gentiles. 16 bars from powerful Jabbar. It's enough to raise the eyes of the gods and catch a charge. It's the son of man through rag dynasty, chain military. They got you niggas in the frenzy plus the cemetery. How dare y'all to step in my realm and not expect for me to bring rain, earthquakes and hell, snow, tsunamis and volcanoes. Righteous rap far from holy, so don't be looking for no halos. Shots ring out, you better lay low. Know the ledge, get bread or it's off with your head. Enough said, don't be a fuckhead. I'm back like the Count of Monte Cristo. I tell the truth and shame the devil with the info. The black man is God and it's just that simple. My world manifested and left Yakub crippled.
Now Nimrod, call him God. Knives sitting out of the vineyard. My mind and my pen's charged. I'm compared to a bear because I've been large. Killer priests fall asleep on the Portugal's beach, where the water flows deep. The immortal souls of me. It's like the 7 deadly sins. The storms is picking up heavy winds. The goat chain is on the horns of every gem. I'm the Nephilim. Why was I left with them? I conquered rap, then returned to the heavens again. They said there's devils in him. I say they wrestle with jinns. Rhymes are special with them. Lines and blessings again. Peace and prosperity, therapy from the aerial MC. That's deep and speak with integrity and intelligently. Flow on beat and keep the melody. From Helen to me, her only begotten son, the Coptic one. My verse to research and the last prophet to come. No one stopping this run. I'm on a 13-1, or 14-none. Like morphine on the tongue, that's dopamine. I wrote a scene most dream where I'm from. Melanated, celebrated, speed I accelerated. Hair the devil braided, swords is double bladed. Mic is nickel plated. I brine and pickle sayings. Lines from Middle Ages. Crimes, officials in cages. Rhyme of pistols and saviors. Question who invaded the Vedas. Papyrus papers. Tomb raiders, doomsayers. To a few haters and new ages. And to those who enslaved us. And to the traitors. And to all the partakers, we still who God favors. Now Nimrod, call him God. Knives sitting out of the vineyard. My mind and my pen's charged. I'm compared to a bear because I've been large. Carry the weight of remorse and confusion at equal measure. as I return to my throne with my foot on the black stone with Hebrew letters. Silence swallows my cords. The jesters become stiff as a corpse as the weight of my words sit in their thoughts. Priests of infinite force, their faces etched with questions. Then shook like an etch-a-sketch. Out the text, how did he resurrect? I'm out of the second death, the house of Melchizedek. Not dying, just held my breath. Start climbing from hell steps. The gravity of the situation began to settle. They said horrified, he's in the skin of the devil. An eerie suspense, each discovery echoed. Chambers of whispered fears and fractured stories of my missing years. Now I'm back on glory. The enigmatic writing with the tip of a lightning is frightening. In my textbook that death put with hearses, writing fort green verses and red hooks. Inside of my bed-style bars, it's all shots. I found skills in Brownsville, wall to wall with ops. More things to jot, more things to watch. From the task push to Flatbush, a ring around the block. All the hood flicks and Bushwick. It's like I wrote with a bullet. From my memoirs gun, triggers, ideas pulled it. The results unschooled the reality. Sun Tzu's mentality, this kung fu that balanced me. With T makes me the Alpha Omega MC. Greatness. I died laughing, attended my own funeral, left wine glasses, shedding tears of joy like weddings. In the atmosphere near destroyed. My index on Jesus' death. Till I get my point across. Took the stride of torrents, trying to wipe the anointing off. Lamps with no oil, y'all vessels for the devil. Throw shade, roll over in your grave, I got the shovel. My face in the tarot. Read your palm, see the storm, escape from the ghetto. Where the air thickens a pair of griffins. Above the stained glass window sitting. Angels clash in my writtens. There's blood, paint, and ashes in my scriptures. Back off, this ain't what you asked for, it's forbidden. You don't need a passport, all you need is a thought, it's cemented. Dimensions, you're going in and coming out every sentence. Peace to Kai Zodiac, Star Map Ascension. Priesthood recordings, standing ovation, the whole nation. I can see Julius Caesar applauding. The search now through purple clouds. Shout out to Thurston Howe, polo shirts through power. Ourselves were across. Ralph Lauren, behold a pale horse. Young men that fell court. Some sell, some snort, some nail to the cross, while others make bail. That's jail in New York, in every city, state, and every coast. Though there's plenty ways to never choke. Never choke.
Each tea has its own character and properties. What is the purpose of breeding? These many teas are grown in nature, all of them. Is there a discernible difference? Yes, once you learn this, you can tell the difference between the teas. But the way I see it is, the tea doesn't judge itself. It's people that judge its grading. Different people choose different things.
Yo, I sip tea with big leaves between thick trees. Feel the wind breeze that brung in thieves. Stare at the blue sea. Karate Kid, books on Bruce Lee. My dragon fist extends from out my sleeve like a kung fu movie. Flipping over their bullets while they spray their Uzi. Chopsticks for sushi, drop kicks for Zookies. Charm Lang and Susie, the area look bougie. Built like a temple oriental. Let me tell a story simple. The skies are stormy, rain pouring gentle. The more she pulls towards me, the more it's mental. Fist of the North Star, kiss of a soft throb. Rosy dimples, amidst in the courtyard. Old initials, her robe has symbols, show she's Hindu. Kicks from Kinyu. Anything I miss, shall I continue? Continuing, the spider is the fly's fate. I train by 8, the crane and the snake. I learn from mistakes, I earn my plate. Being burnt by faith, I'm unconcerned with waste. And bloodlines with negative traits. I'm mountain to practice human balance. I move in silence. My greatest challenge till I move back to Shaolin. With this tea is Darjeeling. It helps with music talent. And if your mood is violence, it's just smooth as violence. The crown jewel, black tea, relax me. A bluish island, they put me up on per urn. You don't stir, just let it sit, frankincense and myrrh. I prefer the expert nuts and herbs. Make rhymes with energy words. Wait on waiters to serve. Never let peace be disturbed. A third eye's like the beat of the bird that screech, observe. Never peek even though your destiny's reach. With rap, I'm a geek, a nerd. Strange happenings at the creek occurred. Instead of beast emerged. The sky left the streets with herds. All this sipping my tea. All this written by me. P-R-I-E-S-T. On my tea break. On my tea break. On my tea break.
On the limestone, a bird-headed feathered being holding a pine cone, holding another object looked like a pocketbook. There's many mysterious images on the rocks they put. Most of us are not familiar with the records of Gilgamesh, or the architects that erected the pyramids, or the star cadets that was mentioned mysterious. On your mark, get set. This all starts before Genesis. Primitive, prime mortal time portals. Traditions went from the mind to oral, to designer lines that's horror. Horizontal, from our tonsils to fonts used from tools. Now we build restaurants and schools. My jewels to the ignorance of the horrors that haunt you. My steps of breath are borrowed from Kung Fu. The readers are Tacitus to Caesars. There was a Jesus in Nazareth. Roman teachers in the Greece, Pythagoras walked on water, and hundreds was fed with 5 loaves of bread. Turned water to wine and keg. Raised the dead Lazarus. They said the things he said was blasphemous. Joseph was hurt because his birth was immaculate. Adulterous, scary, occultist, Holy Mary, miraculous. They both married the Catholics, then buried by savages. 6 carried their casket in carriages. The wheel of their wagon flip. On the hill of Damascus sits a man with holes in his feet, in his hands. His head crowned with thorns, with 7 sounds of horns that spread from the cloud he got on. His eyes was red like the dial on fans. His noble drew our lead. Psalms 23 in my head as I mobile through the valley. I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me on the podcraft. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. The oil is energy, the spinal fluid, to the cerebral that the mind is influenced. A diamond needle on the eye of improvement. I'm divine with this music. I divide it into 2 clips, so you don't get confused with my blueprint. The first is Abraxas, rebus, pleroma. It's a magnum thesis. Then I take over. It's just fraction pieces. The gender is Jehovah. Devil's nail when I build on the God sense of the garden. 6 neutrons, 6 hydrogen, 6 carbon. The Merkaba wheel, torsion fields on Darwin. Abraxas, check the books of Carl Jung. I don't just come in the film, I come in the volume. They said I come from the realms, now I come in the album. They sung it in hymns from the temples on mountains. This is Baalance. I'm in and out. I come from the ancient city of Ubay, rocking 2 braids, looking for the man with 2 pay. Gonna get slayed today. Touche.
Have you heard of Nag Hammadi? No? Let me tell you about it. The Nag Hammadi library is a collection of 13 ancient books called codices, containing over 50 texts. Texts that present a radically different view of early Christian beliefs.
During the early race, man wanted real estate, so he started building shape. Others started to fill away, though they started killing snake. Those of the worldly faith found themselves in pearly gates, left his seat as girl inflates. Blessed he who elevates, set the tea and meditate. Rain splash off of the stained glass. Medieval cathedrals that still stand in Spain and France. Skeleton fingers, how many diamonds his ring had. The courts had green grass. The hawks took spring baths. Across where kings clashed, they fought for the queen's hand. A masterpiece done by priests. Refractory property so unique. Sister goes Sophia in her holy seat. Her feet Alistair Crowley sleeps. It's where Kiss and Bon Jovi meet. The Greek, the beast, the owl covered in rosaries. Prophetess, potions, and poetry. Abraxas, rebus, Simha. The lion called Simba. When rhyming, I'm the Templar. The troubadour, make music for the temper. The rooster call from roof to floor. The eye is in the center. The truth is all manly hall. What lies within the picture. The fruit don't fall. Nuclear war that ties within the scriptures. The zodiac sign of Hitler. More than one Jack the Ripper. More than one Shakespeare. For some of it take years. The Nag Hammadi God body that practice motionless karate. The dragon on my Vatican Armani. Nag Hammadi, my bad. Craft I'm in, I'm mastering. The carpentry, the scaffolding. Corian stones to cornerstones. When I grab the pen, I fall in my zone and reach the African. Plastered in the walls of Rome, the priest is practicing. The royals on the doors of the dome, pads and fabric skin. On the mountain surrounded by columns, writing my album. All alone like I'm in the solemn, solving my problems. Gothic sanctuaries, a wall of St. Mary's. The Gospel of John is scary. Lately I've been drinking heavy, reading Psalms with nervous palms. Open the vote, grab my sword and my coat of arms. Murder I wrote. Nag Hammadi library.
Imagine finding a book that tells a completely different version of a story you thought you knew by heart. These manuscripts were hidden for a reason. In the end, Nag Hammadi's texts aren't just relics. They're a bombshell on traditional teachings, showing us just how diverse and dynamic early Christian thought was.
Eden, do you have any wine fermenting right at the moment?
Yes, in the back room.
So if Eden were to put her new wine into that container, what would happen? The new wine would keep expanding and it would explode. And so new wine must be put into fresh wineskins. The ways of the kingdom I am bringing into this world will not fit into old containers or frameworks.
Archaeologists never discovered the fossils of Jesus or his apostles. Commandment keepers believe in his gospel. Search the land of Egypt, erect Caesar's Apollo. Pass around grassy crowns, feast in Greece with the aloe. There were 700 priests that stared at the cosmos, who kept the monetary for monasteries that seemed demonic and eerie. The place where King James' aunt was buried. Mummies, monsters are scary. House of the haunted cemetery. The killing began in December. A real psycho stuck pins in his skin till his vision blurry. He swore his revenge would be bloody. Years of isolation, he idoled Satan. Went through Bible pages about his rival slayings, his rumination, intrusive thoughts, exclusive talks with book authors. His look offers persistent, depressive disorders. Since he was young, unprotected, he slept with horrors. Reoccurring nightmares as ship sounds. Himself waking up wet in the harbor. Soundless screams don't get in the water. This is torture. Water drips in a bowl. A man blindfold before the sand formed into a limestone. Long time ago, before Neanderthal climbed out a hole. The story of the blindfolded man that wrote a scroll.
Sacred wines of my soul. Space and time reveals what will show. Inside the mind, you find signs to grow. Just let it flow. Reap what you sow. Sacred wine, refine facts true. Abraxas to give access to you. Feast in the booth for purpose produce. Just let them loose. Now just let them
Between the mountains where the rivers flow, twisted forbidden roads. The images of visions were vivid, delivered in a code. I sought the wisdom emitting within my inner soul. It led me on a mission to hidden scrolls, uplifting and reminiscent of digging gold with knowledge of power that isn't known. It would devour those who sit on the throne. Sat for hours and read it, felt like I was embedded within space and time suspended where our lives were invented. The message was clear, appearing in the form of a heart that reflected above the clouds in the night when it's dark. Felt enlightened from the writing that ignited the spark, but the fear of those unholy that would only embark on dangerous paths. Of knowing what I've learned from the past, they were scripted into religion but omitting the facts. Definitive wrath beginning to the ending is bad. They'll brainwash you in a minute from the minister's mask. And in the distance hear a sinister laugh.
Sacred wines of my soul. Space and time reveals what will show. Inside the mind, find time to grow. Just let it flow. Reap what you sow. Sacred wine, refine facts true. Abraxas to give access to you. Feast in the booth for purpose produce. Just let them loose. Now just let them loose.
You didn't find me nice to look at?
Maybe too nice. Aren't you supposed to be back there entertaining the customers?
Free for the night. Are you alone?
Yes.
Come with me. Don't be afraid.
Above casino, weed blow, coffee table with the kilo, bag of empty Doritos, Cheetos, paranoid, back and forth to the peephole, in a tuxedo, weighing my luck, trusting the Guidos, it's all illegal, my people's cut it, tried it from a teaspoon, you can bust it, liquefied for needles, occupied it, supplied as diesel, she tried it, and rubbed on the skin like she had the measles, her lingerie see-through, strong legs from doing Kegels, perfume spray, her legs and feet too. And after we sprayed, we laid in fetal position. One hand gripped the eagle. Case any interference. We talked the pillowcase intermissions. She told me about the safest secret entrance, the route to escape behind the fences. The man she married, she hates and he's defenseless. Wait, she forgot to mention, he also takes a break in the late Decembers. She remembers, he also went on a date last winter. Adventures, he brought her ice skates and Whistler. I took the pictures. Nice shape, is she a sister? I see some sort of mixture. She said mister, she called me mister. Ice shake as she poured me liquor. 2 lemons, she said he had a few women's. Now she have new feelings. He struck, your cut will be 2 million. A lot of bucks, good luck, don't hit civilians. The door knocked, my jaws dropped. She looked through the peephole. The clerk and 4 cops in the search, quick disperse. Empty a bottle of syrup and some certs, cough drops. Face the eagle on the sill, more knocks. The door unlocks, the tower concealed our bricks like Fort Knox, but it was pure rocks. The dame said my name, I forged a lot. The crack cocaine for mad names in the morgue shot. A bad name in the law rocks. I came on a plane, my men wore swords a lot. But there's more to this plot. I maintain, I heard them drawing their glocks. The whore went to the drawer for her mop. I'ma take him to war for the block. The light shine, I'm blind, my mind rewinds as I recline. Falling on the sheets, shots ring out, I go to sleep. Deep, a long ring, my eyes flutter, I awake. Tried to speak, but I stutter. Look to my side, oh great, bloody covers. Open drape, someone killed my lover, then escaped. Was it the cops or muggers? No arrest, did they drug us? Then I saw a stitch of cord attached to her head that led down to the floor, under a rug and to the wall. Then I unplugged her. Did she turn off or did she suffer? Damn, was it real? Or just a dream?
A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them.
Purpose beat, make the record sing. Open your Bibles, Elijah sung in 2 Kings, chapter 3, verse 15. Book of Maccabees, master key, Elohim fly with swift wings, along with 6 beams. Came here to decipher the hieroglyphs they seen, the Bible and predict dreams, then interpret them. Prophets and holy men worship them. Those from the rocket, they build a church for them. It changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like 2 corruptible men. The couples held hands, creation, puzzles and strands. 3 nations, generations, from puddles to lands. Pictograms, Freemason with the eye in his hand, with the apron on. Ancient forms, Moloch, Orion. Hands and feet bleed, leads to the road to Zion. Through the holes over coal and crying. Above the crows are flying, in circles, men hurtful. I'm in Churchill's, my pen's purple. Die. Deuteronomy 2019, Matthews 7:15, Genesis 1:9, Ezekiel 28:13, Ezekiel 31. Down, men were the trees. A man named George Horton and Raymond Westbrook challenged the biblical textbooks. Depressed look, shook his head, threw his glasses and fled back to his laboratory, drunk some water and crashed on the bed. Was he sure about what he interpreted? May resurface, may be scrutinized, gotta apologize to the churches. The works of Robert Henry Charles emerges, thieves and merchants, ye who knew not what they worship. See, I'm a ghetto dweller to a record seller, and the epic storyteller, taking through the moon crescents toward the nebula. Give your thoughts to measure, till y'all can put it all together. Let it sink in, trying to absorb forever. Deuteronomy 2019, Matthews 7:15, Genesis 2:9, Ezekiel 28:13, Ezekiel 31. Down, men were the trees. And there's plenty more. Book of Mark, chapter 24. Took the ark, quiet disasters, many wars. Screams turned to laughter. Gypsy saw in a crystal ball, written on the walls. The end by the pistols of Paul. Rocket ships goes up, then missiles fall. Guns are drawn, some with nuns do porn. Preachers and the creature got a list too long. Leviathan, fowler men, hands with devices in, and foreheads with the name written of the Lamb. Who's the man with the crucifix in his hand? Who picked me out of a can? I arrived from the currents of electric storms. I was raised in the house that my mother left before I was born. It's amazing when I think about it. Her understanding on wisdom, I became the knowledge. My brain inside my palace. Deuteronomy 20:19, Matthews 7:15, Genesis 1:9, Ezekiel 28:13, Ezekiel 31. Down, man, what a tree. The Lord reigns, let the nations tremble. He who sits enthroned beneath the cherubims. Psalms 99 verse 1. In the midst of the garden sits the sun. Then one by one the mystics come, giving me a little nod. A crystal exploded, I took a shard, held it like Maryland priest, the Brooklyn God. From boulevards, bullet scars. From my nephew's quotes, I see his ghost from the smoke pulled from cigars. New age remotes that they put in the cars. If there's a mic in the stage, I'm like a bull when he charge. Writing rhymes of the avatar, I call these my dragon bars. Take a note what's spoke in dialogues and read. Deuteronomy 20:19, Matthews 7:15, Genesis 1:9, Ezekiel 28:13, Ezekiel 31. Down, man, what a trees.